Hello students, welcome back. This is the class 8 science video and as you know we are doing exercise of chapter 1, that is crop production and management, and in this video we will find out the answers of short answer type questions. And let's see for what is the first question. So the first question is, what are the agricultural practices carried out by the farmers? So there are various agricultural practices which are as follows. First is soil preparation, second selection and sowing of seeds, third maturing or adding fertilizers, fourth irrigation, fifth weeding, sixth harvesting, seventh threshing, winnowing, and eighth is storage. So these are the steps that are involved in the agricultural practices done by the farmers to grow the crops. Now the second question is, what do you mean by drip irrigation? So drip irrigation is a method of irrigation in which water is delivered near the roots of the plants drop by drop. This is the most efficient method of irrigation as there is no wastage of water at all. You can see here in this picture there are network of pipes, and by that pipes the water is given to the plants in their roots but drop by drop. Here you can see the water is being released in the manner of drop by drop, and because it doesn't use so much water, so it is very efficient, and this method of irrigation can be utilized very efficiently in the area where there is a lackness of water. So this is drip irrigation system. Now the third question is, what is the sprinkler system of irrigation? The answer is, this method is useful on sandy soil and uneven land where the soil cannot retain water for long or where sufficient water is not available. Rotating nozzles are attached at perpendicular pipes which is attached to main pipeline at regular interval. So here in this picture you can see there is a pipe, and at the end of the pipe there is a nozzle out of which the water is being sprayed. So that kind of irrigation is known as a sprinkler method of irrigation, and this is very efficient and very useful in the area where the soil is sandy which cannot retain the water for longer duration and where there is the less amount of water is present. So in this system you can use the water in large areas, and it can be used very efficiently. Now the fourth question is, what does the overcrowding of seed result in? Overcrowding of seeds may result in a shortage of nutrients, air, sunlight, water, and can kill the seedlings. As you know, if there will be so many seeds at one place, then all the seeds, when they will germinate, they will compete with each other for nutrients, air, sunlight, water, and in the competition the weaker seedlings will be died. So why is the soil loosened before the seeds are sown? Loose soil allows growth of roots into the soil for firm binding, and as well as loose soil can hold more air and water, and the air helps the roots of crops to breathe. That's why we loosen the soil before sowing the seed. Now the sixth question is, why is it important to sow the seeds at a proper depth of soil? The seeds must be sown at proper depth because if they are sown too deep, they may suffocate without air, and if they are spread on the soil, they may be eaten up by the birds. So, in the sowing of seed, proper depth is very necessary, because if you will keep the seed at very depth, then they will not get the enough air and they will suffocate and they will die. And if you will spread out the seed on the surface of the soil, then that seeds will be eaten up by the birds. So that's why proper depth is necessary to sow the seed. Now the next question is, list some important methods by which grains are stored safely. So after harvesting, the grains must be stored safely, and the dried grains are stored in gunny bags and placed in properly ventilated cemented halls known as godowns. Farmers keep dried grains in jute bags or metallic bins or mud bins. Large scale storage of grain is done in silos and granaries. For storing large quantities of grain in big godown, specific chemical treatment are used to protect them from pests and microorganisms. Here you can see the silos and granaries, and on a larger scale the grains are stored here. Now the next question is, explain water logging. What is water logging? When too much water is given to the soil, it becomes wet. Water accumulates around the plant. This is called water logging. When the water get accumulated around the plant, that condition is called water logging, which is very harmful for the plant. Here in this picture you can see the water logging, and this is very harmful for the plants because the accumulation of water can damage and spoil the root. Next question is, after loosening the soil before sowing seed, why is it necessary to level the soil after plugging? So in the agriculture we lose the soil first of all, then we level it, and after that we sow the seed. So what is the importance of leveling? So leveling helps in preventing the loss of moisture, allows soil to settle, brings uniformity to the field so that water and manure can be distributed evenly to all parts of the field. When we level the field, it become even, and in the process of distribution of water and manure, it is very easier to spread it out evenly all around the field. Now the next question is, seeds are first grown in nursery and then transplanted to the fields. What is the advantage of this? So the process of transplantation help in planting seedling at a proper distance from one another, so the plants can get obtain adequate amount of water, nutrients and sunlight. And secondly, the process of transplantation helps to select only healthy seedlings for the cultivation of crops. So you can see this is the picture of nursery. In nursery we grow the plants first of all, and then after the baby plants are transferred to the main piece of field, and here in the nursery we can sort out the healthy plants, and then after healthy plants can be grown into the field and you can get the good product. Question number 11. Bira wants to practice crop rotation in his field. Suggest a Rabi crop and a Kharif crop which will replenish his field with nitrogen. Which crop replenishes nitrogen and why? So the answer is, Bira can choose mustard as a Rabi crop and a paddy as a Kharif crop. Mustard crop will replenish his field with nitrogen because it is a leguminous plant and that contains nitrogen fixing bacteria called rhizobium, which naturally fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. Now the last question is, write some precautions that should be taken while sowing seeds. So proper spacing of the seed must be ensured to avoid overcrowding. The seed must be sown in proper rows so that watering them or transplanting them is easy, and the seeds must be sown at a reasonable depth, and soil should be prepared well before sowing. So these are the precautions we should take while sowing the seed, because proper spacing is necessary so that the overcrowding can be avoided, and when we sow the seed in proper row, then it is very easier to water them and transplanting them. And when we sow the seed at proper reasonable depth, then the seed get the proper enough amount of air and they do not suffocate, and if they are in the reasonable depth, they can grow easily and they cannot be eaten up by the birds. And lastly, soil should be prepared well before sowing. Before sowing the seed, we should prepare the soil so that all the necessary nutrients will be available for the germination of seed, and good healthy crop will be produced and you will get the good result from the crop. So this is all for this video. In the next video I will bring some more questions of this chapter. Till then, Take care. Thank you.